just for this move wasn't for you.
Nah. It was for me in a sense secondary.
Secondary.
Yeah.
You know you can make it.
Yeah,
yours,
I mean, yeah, I can put me anywhere. I figure it out.
Absolutely.
Like,
no, I get it. Yeah.
and like literally, like the second day I got out there, if you remember Mars World,
Yeah.
like I hit them up and was like, yo, y'all in LA? He was like, yeah. I was like, well, I just moved out here. Let me know if y'all want to work. They called me in the next day and hired me. So I started working for them. Basically doing that content. Yeah, like working for them was cool because.
Oh, that's just. Go ahead. Okay, let me stop interrupting.
This is why I came here, man.
Nah,
I know it's a lot that people would love to know about this journey. So yeah, I started working for them. I used to be in the office with Maverick, like, cause Maverick and LeBron was one of their main investors.
Yeah.
So the office that we worked in was uninterrupted. So I would be chilling with Maverick, like, whenever he come in the office. He'd come in the office like 3 days a week.
Was it uninterrupted at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yup. I would be every day that I would go in, cause we didn't have to go in the office every day. So every day I would go in, there would be somebody from the league in there, like some type of celebrity. Draymond used to be in there a lot. There used to be guys in there all the time. So that was a cool experience, just to be in that mix, like, you know, talking to Maverick, like getting to talk to Maverick every other day and just pick his brain. That was a dope experience. I appreciate them for that. But yeah, I was flying back and forth that BCCC year, like, and I got married that year. Like, that was a hectic year.
There's no way I'll be able to even tell that, because like he was. I mean, even think about it now, it's like, man, he was floating in and out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was always.
Because we was doing Kill Doc too.
Yeah.
You know, so that was another reason why I was flying back and forth. We were still shooting. You know, so.
Go there. Let's go there. Kill Doc.
What you want to know? What you want to know, man?
I think I was about. I might have been at 17 or 8, maybe 17 or 18. Senior year for sure. North County down in Anne Arundel County. They had a basketball tournament there. They had a brand new gym. So Mike Francis, he was a name I had never heard before. Like, I have never heard the name Akil, like, ever. That's like a foreign name, like, in general. You don't know nobody else, period, named Akil at all. My nigga, he coming through. Doing all this shit. I'm telling my man AJ, I'm like, my man I go fishing with all the time. I'm like, yo, do you see that shit? After the first game, I walk up to him like, yo, young boy, like, stay with it. Like, man, I know he talking like
he
now.
Knew.
I know, I got you. I know.
Yeah,
this.
he knew.
I know this shit. He do the same thing next game. And you know me, I'm very animated. So he giving it to these little niggas. I'm like, God! This nigga! I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? So like, his name is Akil Carr. So I'm like 14. He'll tell you the story. He'll always tell you this about me. That's why to this day he still call me big bro. I tell me I'm not your big bro, but I was there. Big bro, man. Bro, I'm like, man, look, I could never forget that. But talk about meet and kill and what it was that made you want to do the documentary on Kill.
So I met Kill. I was working with this company called SEN, and oh, you know them. You know them. Yeah, I was working with them, and Kill was supposed to be my first ever interview. Yeah. You know, it was supposed to be when he was at Princeton Day. Showed up to the game late, so I met his father and his brother that day, and I met him. We talked, but you know, it wasn't nothing. That was 2013, maybe.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, that was 2000. Because I wasn't doing Fan Now, so yeah, it was 2013. So since then, like, you know, we see each other. Oh, what's up? So 2017 is when, shout out to Darkwing Production, my man Diallo. You know, if I gotta say somebody like is the best cameraman, he's the best cameraman
Nice.
without question. To
Nice.
me, that's
Very
just
nice.
to me. But yeah, he just moved down. He was trying to get into the Baltimore space. I mean, to the basketball space in Baltimore. So he reached out to me. Was like, bro, like, you know, I asked people who were around who to reach out to. They told me come to you, blah, blah, blah. So we chit chat. He told me he wanted to do documentaries. He was like, who's somebody we could do a doc on? And I was like, I mean, shit, Kill got a good story.
That's easy.
And I knew Kill. I'm like, Kill got a good story. He was like, can we do it? I was like, I mean, we can ask him. So we went down to the Goodman, and cause that's when we would talk, man, Kill. We would talk down at the Goodman.
Good man, yeah.
So I just asked him. I was like, who doing your documentary? And he'd tell you, like, ESPN and all them was like, they was hitting him up trying to do it, but he just didn't feel comfortable. And he straight told me, he was like, bro, if you want to do it, it's yours. You got it. So I was like, all right, we're going to do your documentary then. So we just started filming. We didn't have this is when I knew nothing about filmmaking. You know, Diallo more so knew more than me, but even he was learning. Like, so, you know, we just started with we just gonna shoot. And it's crazy how that summer went up BCCC because it correlates directly with the story of his life.
Right.
You know, the up and down, up and down, up and down. If you remember that summer, like,
Nigga.
he'd be up and then next week he'd be down. Like, so that's how we was like, oh, this how we can tell the story. We can correlate the games from the Brunson to, you know, the interviews and, you know, because on there it's his mother, his sister, his brother, and his father. His GM coach, the principal at Patterson, and Gerald.
Yeah. That classic Gerald footage right there.
Oh, I got 3 hours. That interview was 3 hours. He didn't tell a joke one time.
I would pay for that shit.
He didn't tell a joke not one time. People be like, yo, when you putting it out? I'm like, the reason why it's not out is just because Kill not ready to put it out.
It's fine.
You know, and I'm not that type, but like, me and him got a different bond. Like, I really look at him like my brother. Because it's like, yo, you gave me an opportunity to tell your story. I know how important your story is. I know how lucrative your story is. If I was some
Scumbag.
scumbag, I can just put it out, you know, easily. Because I know the world want it. You know, people in Germany have hit me up asking me, when's the Kill Car documentary coming out? Like, so it's, from that aspect, it's just me and him, we grew up. Like, I know him. Like, I know Kill. Like, whenever you see Kill Wild Out and you see me go over there, it's because I'm probably one of the only people that can talk to him and tell him, you need to chill, and he listen, you know. And that came with time, and I had to realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until he called me wilding one day.
Yeah.
And I was and Diallo, we was in a car. We was coming down from Boston. We interviewed his old GM. And Kill was mad about something. He called me wilding, like, mad at Sean. He's mad at Sean about something. And he called me wilding, and I'm like, yo, just chill, bro. And, you know, mind you, we in the middle of doing his documentary. So we kind of like knee deep in knowing his story and knowing how, like, agents and stole money, all this other, like, people just using him for real.
Absolutely.
So, you know, once I got off the phone with him, Diallo was like, yo, pay attention to that. I was like, what you talking about? He was like, yo, he called you. He was like, he called you. He trusts you. He depend on you. Like, make sure you always nurture that. And that's when I started to look at our relationship differently. Like,
absolutely.
You know, so, the documentary is just, you know, when he ready to put it out, that's when it'll come out. Like, I'm not really pressed to, like, put it out, because the way it's told is not in the way where it's outdated. And I made sure of that.
Absolutely.
You know, I made sure of that. I made sure we told a story that's not outdated. So
even with a person like Kill, his story is not finished.
yeah, and that was another thing. And I used to tell people all the time, like with Malcolm shit too. Like, this is not a retirement thing.
Yeah, I got it.
You feel me? We're telling a story of how he got to this point. Yeah, like how he got to this point. With Kill documentary, it's about what the name Crime Stopper what came with that.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna learn a lot of shit like that came with that name. Like, so that's not an outdated story.
Fuck no.
Like, cause you know that's one of the best nicknames ever.
I can honestly tell you, motherfuckers still right now still waiting for that.
Every day, somebody, at least one person asks me.
Like you say, ESPN or whatever the case may be, they want to do it and they want to chronicle it from the way they have a storyline made for it. But it's much more better when you know the person.
Cause it's raw.
Because it's raw and they'll have it to where so you can see what they want you to see. And we all know Kill. He's not no fucking closed door person. He gonna show you what you. Know
Yeah, no,
but,
people are gonna see him when this does come out and like his interview, like you gonna see him in a different light. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna see a different side of him. Same thing with Gerald. That's another reason why I'm excited. But like seeing Gerald in that way, like he didn't tell a joke for 3 hours.
No.
like,
Shit.
like it was all real
You can tell how
shit.
he was talking.
Like it was just all genuine.
I would pay for that. I would pay for that whole 3 hours. I would because, I mean,
And we talked about everything.
exactly.
Like everything, like even parts of like I would say it's probably a good hour worth of footage where we just talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
We wasn't even talking about Kill at the while. So
That's good, man.
yeah, shout out to Gerald, man.
Shout out and recipes to Gerald. Damn, son, I'm gonna take this motherfucker shot for you. Love you. Oh man, that's something I'm waiting for. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I know. I already know.
Man,
And it's cool to know that people are anticipating. Like,
you know what's so funny about that shit though? It's like it's so funny because what Kill is one of the most accessible.
yeah, he's not like people think he's standoffish. He
No, out of all of the motherfuckers,
I wish he was more standoffish.
absolutely, absolutely. I wish the nigga was more standoff. I wish he would be, but that's people love him for that. That's the reason why he got the bulk of his love because you don't shut nobody off.
No, he don't.
Kill don't shut nobody off until you give him a reason to shut you off.
Yeah, until you read. Like I've been a lot of places, man. We done been out Miami, we done been out LA, we done been, just him playing basketball. And I can tell you, man, this man get love everywhere.
Everywhere, bro.
Once I started seeing little white girls run up to him and ask him for his autograph, I was like, oh, you different.
He's different. Bro.
You're not like, and I used to tell you, I would tell him all the time, beat it into his brain, like, bro, you don't need the league. Like, you do not need the NBA. Like, you don't need them. At the end of the day, the niggas that play in the league are fans of you.
Absolutely.
Like, you don't need the NBA. Like, that's how we got with the Ballers Life thing. Like, just
I was
helping.
happy for him for that.
Yeah, helping him understand, like, bro, you can still make money off of this basketball shit. Is it going to be a struggle? Is it what you want? Is it your dream? Of course not. But you've built a brand with yourself as a basketball player, not even on purpose. You just was playing basketball, and now you went through hell basically as a child. Your family went through hell.
Overexposure.
Way overexposure, and nobody knew how to handle it. So now that you see it, now that you know how to handle it, now that you know where it is coming from, use that knowledge to help guide these other young kids, like the Mikey Williams and all them.
All of them.
They go through the Zions. They going through the same shit Kill went through. It's just Kill was the first one to really go through that.
Sir.
So it wasn't nobody. It wasn't nobody for him to run to. Like, people love to say, he should have went with Sam. He should have went with Melo. Them guys didn't deal with being a social media star.
No.
They didn't deal with just literally under a shoe company building a whole basketball brand off of a high school kid. People don't talk about that. I tell you that all the time. Like, Under Armour wouldn't have no basketball brand if it wasn't for Kill.
Yeah, he was the first prominent athlete.
You can say whatever you want to say.
No, that's so crazy. Like, their research, the Under Armour research, like, y'all was football.
It was all football.
All that type of shit based.
Got
Cuz came through Patterson.
You got this 5'6" phenom, and he's wearing Under Armours, getting millions of views on YouTube. If you know business, then you know that's a lot of free pub. You know, they're giving you
In
shit
the beginning of social media era.
in the beginning of social media era. You're getting 10 million, you're getting millions of views, and you have on Under Armours. Your school is wearing Under Armour. Think about everything Under Armour invested into Baltimore high schools after Kill. You know, before Kill, they wasn't coming into the city.
And even with how good Kill is, he had to be that good. Because them motherfuckers wouldn't have walked into Patterson.
No. They wouldn't have invested as
They
much.
went to Mount St. Joe.
Yeah, they wouldn't have invested as much as they did if it wasn't for what Kill was doing. And like I said, people can say whatever they want. You can debate it, you can challenge it. I'm just saying, just show me, because they had NBA guys, they had Brandon Jennings, they had Will, you know, but no one generated a buzz for them. They wouldn't have got Steph Curry if it wasn't for what Kill did
At the time.
at the time, because it gave them a reputation. It gave them
Grassroots reputation.
like, you feel me? So just going through that, wasn't nobody going through that. Didn't nobody go through that? Like,
and to speak on it a little bit more, the Hoop Mixtape era.
he built brands.
Bro.
Brands were built off of him. a whole industry was built off of him.
Yeah.
All this highlight shit
It's
built off Kill.
Hoop Mixtape. It's 3 mixtapes on Hoop Mixtape that built their brand. Kills, John Walls, and B. Jennings.
Yeah, and BJ,
It's those 3 mixtapes.
2 of them went to the league.
2 of them went to the league.
Both of them are like, I've been with Kill and John Wall and called him and gave him his praise, bro.
No, he done came in the second game.
It's like
Yeah, there's footage of that.
yeah, like I done been around like John Wall really like, bro, you one of the best players I ever seen.
Yeah,
Don't let nobody tell you different.
No, for sure.
Like, so, like I said, people say what they want, but you can't deny what he did. And for me, that's what I want. I want people to really start giving him his flowers, because he deserve it.
No, for sure.
He deserve
I've
it.
been trying to interview Kill for 6 years.